again, how are you doing? Good to see y'all. And I keep saying that, good to see y'all, and I can't see you. But anyway, it's figure of speech. And once again, I hope you can see me sort of clearly enough. And this is, I think that this is the final lesson of the final guitar lesson of the Tubbercurry online week, I think. I hope you enjoyed the couple of lessons there that Shane McGowan did for you as well. Shane's a great man, great knowledge of chords and how to back a tune, very tasteful tune backer, as well as a great player of the tunes himself, very much sought after tune accompanist. I'd highly recommend him, but sure, so does anyone that's ever played with him, in fairness. But anyway, we're going to do the last tune we're going to do. It's a tune that was I think it was hard to know. It's one of these tunes that most people know, but I think it was one that I think it might have been popularised at one point by Michael Coleman. He played in a set of reels, or a set of jigs. Sorry, he played in a set of jigs that was and I think it was Clancy's jig was the first one. Then he followed it with this jig we're going to do today, the Trip to the Cottage. So what I'll do is I'll play it. I'll play it once at a normal, a kind of a, you know, just maybe a normal kind of pace that you might play it at, and maybe with a few variations. But don't worry about the variations for now. And then what we'll do is we'll break it down. So, anyways, hope you enjoy this. Interesting tune, actually, because it's sort of it ends in a kind of a slightly unresolved way, like that. You know, a lot of tunes tend to resolve themselves to the key that they're in, but this one, it sort of ends kind of hung on a sort of a D, you know, even though it's in G kind of. Hopefully it ends in tune. Sorry that. Some people that like a more resolved ending to a tune just wind up ending on the first part, but there's the choice is yourselves, anyways. There with yourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the tune down. You'll see the tab coming up with the first part. I'll break each part down, and then we'll go over. You'll get a chance to play over and watch the tab there. So this is away we go. Now, on the second part. That's those notes in the brackets are only played on when it's going to repeat. You'll hear that. I'll just play the second part here. So when you're ending the tune, you're just finishing that three without those two notes in the bracket. So we'll do the whole tune over now. Okay, each part twice. that's it broken down, and I'll just show you a few melodic variations of it as well. That wasn't it, by the way. There's you could play it that way as well, kind of the way we're playing, you know, say what the way it is on the tab. That's the first part there, but there was a few little variations I used to hear different people playing. Well, Michael Coleman himself did a few different versions, but variations of it. But there was a few other little things. I remember my dad used to play he used to do a nice variation on a kind of like he might go, if he was repeating the first part, he'd kind of go, that's just a small little thing. There's not exactly rocket science, but nice wee touch. That's just, again, you have to learn that verbatim, but it's just kind of, I'll break it down for you anyway. I mean, if you like it, I wanted to throw it in. It's just another wee kind of, you know, it's another wee kind of variation you can make on that. And then kind of, the second part, there's another variation you tend to hear, and we were playing it. That's more or less what we did. Kind of Coleman did a kind of he did just a little change. And then if I hear other people play, and then you'll hear it played sometimes, you know, it's just the idea that if you hear, you don't have to play them exactly like these, but I mean, what, you know, just don't be surprised if you hear a few variations, kind of, you know. You know, Connor does a kind of, I remember I was playing with him one time, and he did this kind of and he did it very fast, as he does. Okay, nearly played like a slide in a way, but it kind of works that way too. But just there will be variations. As regards ornamentation, oh yeah, just a wee thing as well on once again, as I said in the other tunes. There's like sometimes there's difference between the closed B, the open B string, and the B and the G string. I think I'm using mainly closed B. Just pointing that out again. But if you find yourselves, whatever way it flows for you, don't worry if you have to do it a bit different. So the as regards ornamentation, the tune carries itself pretty well. Sometimes you don't have to do loads, kind of but you can do that kind of that's the thing I did on the other tunes. From 3rd to 2nd fret in the B string. Okay. And the picking is down, up, down for the jig, of course. Well, down, up, down, down, up, down. Rashers and sausages, apples and oranges, whatever you. your own favourite. Shane's is rashers and sausages, which is good. That's a good way to remember it, right? Rashers and sausages, yeah, that's a very good device. Fair play to Shane for that one. And then there's that kind of, yeah, so where you can, if you want to give an emphasis to the note, kind of that type of thing, you know. So that sort of that type of that. So there's beyond that. You probably nearly be doing more little melodic variations on that tune rather than doing kind of more ornamentations. But it depends, you know. You could. Like kind of like that kind of like that's usually down up down up, you like down up down up down up down up down up down up. That could be we exercise to practice, you know, pick treble and kind of down up down 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 up down down up down up, like down up down down up down up down up down up down. You could yeah, like even just do it every fourth time. Just, you know, you could just even just take a string and just dampen it out altogether. You don't have to play a note. Just wee exercise to get yourself used to plectrum picks. That can be nice in some things. I use them off and on. I tend to use the finger stuff a bit more myself, but just sometimes I find the flow is a bit better. But they can be nice sometimes, you know. Whatever, you know. It's all there for trying. Actually, that tune as well, the second part, it's kind of it's one of those tunes where, you know, where I was talking about breaking the kind of picking pattern where you're kind of down up down down up down down up down down for a jig, but there'll be part of the tune you will kind of break that because it's just tens kind of now that part there you're keeping down up down down up down going. But this is a prime example of there's a kind of like an arpeggio, I think they call it. Like there you're going down, 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 or kind of up, down, and then and then what you're doing for the next bit is like down, down, up. So it's kind of, you know. Things like that. It's just a way example. I wouldn't tell you exactly how to do it because you'll find your own flow with the thing, but that's what I suppose I'm going to actually, it's like doing three upstrokes there. Actually, you know, I tell a lie. No, two upstrokes and one down. And then one that like it's almost up, down, up. You know, that just seems to work for me. And that one kind of up, down, up. I'll not get too boned into it. But what I'm just going to do is I'm going to have a look at a chord sequence here. Okay, right. Just to make sure, because again, I have to remind myself of chords I threw down. So I kind of for the chords I just did a G kind of to C to D to G to G. So that first bar. So that's G, C, D. C, G, C, D, G, D, G. Down, up, down, of course. And then the kind of second part, D, G, G, then C, then G over B. So do-ba-dee, 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 A minor, do-ba-dee, D, do-ba-dee, do-ba-dee, G, do-ba-dee, 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 down. So that's kind of that's a kind of a pretty good basic chord thing there, and I think it covers the tune without getting too busy maybe. Do-ba-dee, 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 down, 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 do-ba-dee, 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 down, do-ba-dee, do-ba-dee, so the kind of that's a basic thing. Now, if you wanted to knit it a bit more into the tune, you know, I mean, you could play that, and that's grand. Again, that's kind of and again, a lot of these chords, it's sometimes not how many chords you play, just how you play them too. Let's say there's kind of, and even rhythm and that sometimes the damp and top string and letting that ring out kind of. Now nearly rhythming as much on the damp and kind of bass string nearly. So you're getting this little bit of a flow of music happening, like this little kind of, you're almost getting a little drony kind of ring notes, but you're getting this little happening, and that's kind of, you know, I'll actually I'll just see what else is there. You could, let's say, you could, if you want, let's say on that first part of the first part of the tune, that the first line there, first line there, kind of, you could go to G over B to see putting a G over B into that second bar, kind of, and then you could actually do a D over F instead of that D at the end of the just before the end of the first part there. So, you know, that's another kind of down, you know, that left sharp kind of knits in with the tune, the part of the tune that goes like that. So, like, you know, so let's say if you and just again, another thing you could do, you could put another G over B in there. You could actually substitute that D with a D over F, because a D over F sharp, because there's an F sharp there, kind of a. You could end it on just a normal D, just that would have a little bit more power because you haven't been using it quite as much in the second part. So you know, other than that, you know, that's it's sort of there's one of these tunes that nearly plays itself, like, you know. So I think we sort of got it covered. Like, if there's any other questions, I'm just trying to think of any other ideas, you know, kind of there's a kind of little rolling thing you could possibly do. It's like down, and then with them, it's a kind of a little thing, kind of. I'm just doing that. A chord is kind of basically a half chord G, like on the D string 5th fret with 3rd finger. There's doing that and basically just kind of going down and back with the middle finger kind of. And you can actually bring that again. You know, okay, you could you know, okay. That's kind of, I don't know if it worked out, but you get that idea. Just into the realms once again of throwing ideas at the tune, really. So so I think we basically got the tune covered. Put any, if there's any other things you want to ask me about the tune, you can put those into the comment section, and I'll have a look, and I'll answer anything. But I think it's fairly covered. Nice old tune, pretty, you can do the trick as being as in G. You can do that kind of dropping the A. Then there's be more for your kind of solo, solo guitar scenario, really kind of. Thing there as well, just one more thing, thinking about just regarding the position you might be in for playing on that tune as well. Like it nearly falls naturally, kind of like I'm starting, let's say, it's like it's like I'm kind of in that position where I'm leading off with the 2nd finger, and then 3rd finger, and then actually sort of moving down slightly here with the index finger, and then you're using the 2nd finger here, kind of. And there's an odd little change of position there, but you'll find that happen naturally. Anyway, I think that's us done really with that tune, and I think that's me done for the week as well. So these videos I think they'll be there to look back over as well. I put these ones, they're all up on a YouTube channel there, so they're pretty easily found. I hope this has been of some use or benefit to you, and once again, any comments, suggestions, more than welcome. Don't be afraid to let me know anything you need to let me know. There's loads. There's a few other things happening, I think, over today and possibly tomorrow with the summer school as well. A few other, I think, performances and people playing and that type of thing. So that's I'd like to thank the Tubbercurry, the South Sligo Summer School. I think in particular Shauna Hawley has been doing sterling work all week there, and I think she deserves a bit of kudos for that, and it's been great, because it's to try and keep things sort of visible, as the fellow says, in these times. There's a bit of work into it, and she's very much risen to it, and fair play to her, and I'm delighted that she got in touch to a few of us to kind of do a few bits for the school. Like it's always enjoyable, and please God, all going well next year, we'll see you for real, and maybe for a few jigs as well. That's a terrible joke. Anyway, look, take care of yourselves, and thanks very much. Thanks very much, and take care of yourselves. All the best. Take care and keep playing, and keep up the music. Thanks very much.